and to test your might. Here we go. The first debate. The Super Mario Brothers movie just passed $500 million in the box office. So I want you to pitch me a video game friendly franchise that could beat it. Cicero, would you like to go first or second this episode?
I would like to go second this episode.
That leaves it to Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, this is a hard one because Mario in and of itself has such staying power. I mean, he's got the mustachio, he's got the mustache. He's a plumber. He's a good brother. He could jump. He's got a lot of power-ups, But Mario's been around for 35 years at this point, 36 years now. And it's going to be hard to top him. So we'll try our best. I'm going to actually be sticking with Nintendo, and I have to go with the Zelda franchise. I think that if there is a Zelda movie created, first of all, this is probably one of Cicero's gripes with the Super Mario Brothers movie. There's a lot more story involved. There's a lot more lore and a lot more characters to sort of like fall in love with. I think than the Mario Brothers movie. I also think that they wouldn't fall into a potential trap of making it extremely rushed. I think that they could sort of span it out and and make it sort of a longer story. I think Zelda hits the fantasy notes as well, and the fantasy genre in movies is really popular. But I also think that like this has the benefit of going like either way too. Obviously, they went with animation for Super Mario Brothers, but I think you could do Zelda in both animation as well as live action. I don't think there's necessarily a wrong choice, and so I think that Zelda does potentially have the best bet to beat the Mario Brothers.
All right, Cicero, go ahead. Zelda on Mike's side.
Oh yeah, that's a great choice. So the question was, what video game family-friendly franchise could beat Super Mario Brothers $500 million in the first weekend, or in 2 weekends, in the box office? And so what we need is a video game franchise that has some name recognition with characters that also have some name recognition. So I've got a video game franchise that has great name recognition with video game fans, that marries itself with characters that have universal recognition. And that is the Disney characters in Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is the game that will come out and completely mollywop Super Mario Brothers 500 million at the box office. Why? Is it because it is friend of the show Cam Hawkins' favorite franchise of all time? Maybe. But in addition to that, it's the fact that we've got Mickey, we've got Goofy, we've got Donald, we've got Square Enix, we've got Cloud, we've got Final Fantasy characters, we've got so many things that can be wrapped up. So we've got the anime fans, we've got the Disney fans, we've got the animation fans, we've got the video game fans, all coming to the same film. And we've got story. We've got something unique that people can see in this movie, and it's automatically built for franchises.
Cicero, you bring up very solid points. I mean, yeah, you do have recognizable characters, You do have the Final Fantasy. You do have the Disney. Like, you have all of these things going for it. And then you said you have the story. Cicero, can you tell me the story of Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, this is supposed to be a short segment here.
Right, right, exactly. No one could tell you the story of Kingdom Hearts, but everyone could attempt. And that's the point.
Can you attempt?
Huh? Sure, there's a kid with a key sword. He needs that key sword to beat the big bad. Key sword wins. Love conquers all. There you go. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game.
Yes, but here's the thing.
Right.
Even those people who have played Kingdom Hearts find it hard to relay the story to people. And so that's why I believe that Zelda is a lot easier to make into a movie that would get that money, that staying power in the box office, right? Because Zelda, yes, Zelda does have sort of a convoluted timeline. That is true. But within each of the games there's no confusion. The games itself are isolated stories that will translate positively towards the big screen. Kingdom Hearts is so interwoven and so confusing that you do have to play every single game to truly understand the story. And you cannot do that. You cannot tell a compelling, good story potentially within one movie. We're talking about one movie that needs to get above that 500 million. I think that you are being pulled in many different directions when you suggest the Kingdom Hearts. I think you're right. You have the name recognition. You have Mickey Mouse. You got the mouse, okay? I understand that. You got the Cloud with his spiky, slanted, bustard blade sword. You got the guy, right? But you also, you also have, oh my goodness, Cam's gonna kill me. You also have Sora, right? There we go.
He's already crying inside after Cicero.
Yeah, you also have the main, you also have the main character who wields a keyblade.
There it is.
It's a key sword.
There you go.
It's a key sword.
So yeah, you do have such an awesome franchise that you're arguing for, but this is Zelda. This is Link. This is Zelda. Like, Zelda has been around for almost as long as Mario. Like, it has this ability to hit that 500 million, but also to hit even bigger.
Grandmas, generally speaking, don't know who Zelda is. They don't know that the character that you play as is named Link. But they do know who Mickey Mouse is. So if their grandchild says, "Hey, Grandma, can you take me to the movies to see Kingdom Hearts?" She'll say, "Well, what is that?" "Well, it's a movie based on a video game." "Oh, okay. It's got Mickey Mouse in it and Goofy." "Oh, okay." She'll go to that. But if you say, "Hey, can we go see the Legend of Zelda movie?" "What's that?" "It's a movie based on a video game. It's got Zelda in it." "Who's Zelda?" The character from Legend of Zelda." "Oh, the guy you play as?" "No, that's Link." "Then what?" "No, I'm done." Right? The movie's over. Right? But grandma's taking little Billy to Kingdom Hearts because Billy said the magic words. It's got Mickey in it. Boom, she's there. That's done. Plus, yes, you're right. Like, stories are convoluted, but that's the perfect canvas for a screenwriter to write a coherent script. It doesn't have to be great. Like you said, the Super Mario Brothers made 500 million. That story is straight from the sewers. It is below the sewers, just like that movie. So
they did go in the pipes in the
right.
Yeah.
So there isn't a high bar. There isn't a high bar for it to cross, but I think it can cross that and still be consistent for those people and players that are fans of the game, because the story is so nebulous. And as you said, right? Like, yeah, you really need to play all of the games. You know what that sounds like? In order to understand the story, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like Robert Downey Jr. playing this guy named Tony Stark in Iron Man. And then all of a sudden, a second movie came out, and we were like, oh, that's interwoven. And then 17 movies later, you're like, hey, dude, you've got to watch the third movie in order for this scene to really hit. In the 17th movie, an hour in. So you've got to know all of that stuff. And guess what? People did it. People are still doing it. Even as they're fatigued of it, they're still doing it. So, yes, you're right. People will need to watch more of the movies. I think that gives them more of an incentive to make the Kingdom Hearts cinematic franchise universe. You had it for me. There you go, Square Enix. I'll just take 2 points on the back end.
All right. I'm going to give you guys one more back and forth. You are going to get the 2-sentence protocol. One to buff your own and one to bash your opponent in either order. No run-ons, no commas. 1 sentence, that's it per topic there.
Okay. I like how Cicero nonchalantly suggested that grandmas would not be gracious enough to take their grandchildren to see Zelda. That's my bash. And here's my praise. Zelda has a story that will hit fantasy lovers and video game lovers alike.
Okay, Cicero.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, my buff is to say that you want a franchise. Oh, well, I'm taking it back. The question was make more than $500 million. And the answer is build a cinematic universe, a cinematic franchise universe for the masses. My bash is in the real world, Zelda is nowhere even close to being as popular as Mickey Mouse.
You just made enemies with jelly for the rest of your life.
Right.
Sorry, Joe Kelly. All right. You guys tugged at all of my heartstrings with your answers for this debate. And it was tough. It was brutal. Some would say furious. I'm going to give it to Cicero. I think grandmas approve. It's huge. It's going to be huge. And it could be even bigger.
He said key sword.
It doesn't matter. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. The people are going to go see it and they're going to mess it up, but they're going to go back and see it again.
I highly disagree.
He definitely took your attack and used it as a canvas to write the future. And I like that statement a lot. That really was great use of picking up the pieces and fixing them. So I like it.
Cicero knows Zelda would do more than Kingdom Hearts.
No, I honestly believe that Kingdom
Disney
Hearts
is Disney
right.
and Final Fantasy and the Kingdom Hearts storyline.
Right.
It's huge. All right, that's one for Cicero.
Yeah.
Mike from Test Your Might here. Thanks for listening to this debate topic from the latest episode of Test Your Might. If you'd like to listen to the full podcast, check out the links below. Please subscribe to the channel over to my left and check out this playlist to my left as well. Bye.